Hi you guys, it's Karina. So I am back with another video tutorial on my template 105. So this is the little sister of my template 5. So this is a little mini version of her. She has been around for, I want to say 2 years now, maybe less, I think less than that. But with any, for, how can I say, all my OG templates that were created back in 2000, oh gosh, 16, 15, it's been a while. They were templates that were meant to be for large paper flowers. So here's the original template 5. And as you can see, I mean, they are huge. They were meant to make 10 to 20 inch flowers. But you know, I have clients who requested, can we please make them smaller, which I completely understand because I myself have started making more smaller paper flower sets with small, or should I say flowers that are under 15 inches, like around 5 to like 15 inches, just because of shipping costs. Shipping anything over a 15-inch box, it's very, very, very expensive. So I definitely have started making a lot of my templates into smaller versions. Not all of them have been changed, or what would the word be? I cannot speak right now. But all of the older templates, I still have not gotten the chance to get to them. But for the majority, some of them are already resized for you into a smaller mini version. So this is what template 105 looks like. So you do receive 6 petals. So I just want you to see the size difference. I mean, it's a huge difference, okay? So you're going to be able to make small little cuties like this one. So you use it as you wish, you guys, the template, but I'm going to show you my go-to templates, which honestly, or my flower style, which is just like a 2-petal layer flower with either a gem. My go-to is always gems to put in the center because, you know, you don't really have to think about it. Just add a gem and boom, you are ready to go. And just FYI that I have started selling gem packs on my Etsy. It's just something similar like this, where it'll be a pack of like 20 or 25. Read the description and it'll have like different types of gems. Or you can just do it simple and do a little center in our floral center. This is my pink center too, which is what we're going to be using today. Now, just a disclaimer, the centers do not come included with the templates, and that's mostly pretty much all my templates do not come with floral centers unless it specifies in the description, but 99% of them do not come. But I will always tell you whether, or how can I say it, whether or not they do or they don't, and if they don't, how you can make the center, because a lot of the times they're either my own centers that I started selling, or they're from Etsy, or they are hand cut. In this instance, it is my own personal center, pink center too, and I'm going to show you. This is the flower we're going to be making today. This is a 4-layer. We're going to be making a 3-layer, but I definitely wanted to show you how to make the center because I have been getting asked how to make this, because I did share a reel a couple months back, and I realized that I never really showed you guys how to make this center. I kind of showed you how I did it, but I kind of want to go more in depth with that. So let's get started. Now, size wise, flowers will range depending on how you use them, around 4 inches to 9 inches. Now, because this is an SVG template, if you want to resize it, you definitely most certainly can. Okay, so just throwing that out there. So how are we going to prep this petal? So I did use the first 3 petals. Okay, the first 3. Now I'm making it multicolor because I am doing colorful multicolor flowers in my daughter's floral wall. So I kind of wanted it kind of a rainbow. So you're going to need 6, 6, and 6 of each, but because I am splitting the colors, I'm doing 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay, so let me show you how to prep the petals. Now, you don't have to do this in the center of folding it, creasing it in the center. This is definitely an option. I did not with this one, but I wanted to show you how it's going to look like creased. So you definitely can. You're going to get a wooden dowel and just curl those petals back. And just a disclaimer, I might stop here and there because my kids are home. And I'm sure they're going to need me. Westcott scissors. We're going to cut in the center. You're going to get your glue gun. I am using the Surebonder Mini Detailed Glue Gun. And just like this. You're gonna fold. Oh, pause. Okay, you guys, sorry about that. So grab your largest petals. Now remember, if you're just gonna do one solid color, then make them all the same color, and you're going to need 6. And you're just gonna go around in a circle, alternating the colors. Now definitely if you wanted to do 3 colors instead of 2, you could also do that. And just add a small dot of glue just in case if we have to lift the petals up to readjust. So you just want to add a small little dot of glue. And there is the first layer. So you want to pick a color. I'm going to grab this pink one since I have the scrap here. And you're just going to cut out a circle. It does not have to be perfect, just large enough to cover up that gap in the center, and glue. Voila. Next color, and also next petal size. As you can see, super simple. I've also have done 5 layers, so because you get 6 petal sizes, you could definitely do 6 layers. I just wanted to do something quick for you guys so you guys can see how I like to use this petal. All right, so we are done with that second layer. I'll be right back. All right, we're gonna finish her up. I'm gonna add glue to the left-hand side because we're gonna tuck that last petal underneath. Now, you can use a mixture of text weight paper, which is comparable to copy paper, the feeling, or cardstock, which my ideal weight is 65 pound or 67. This purple one is text weight paper. So I am using a mixture of Printworks paper and Michaels paper. All right, so I'm gonna tuck that one in. See how I tucked her in? And then I'm gonna secure that by adding some glue. And you're all done. Super simple. So now let's get to the center. So I am gonna be using my pink center too. And I'm gonna show you how I get it to roll up like this. Now, obviously you don't have to do that if you just want something simple. So this is what it originally looks like. You can just do a flat center, or as I had mentioned before, you can just add a gem in the center. Look at that. Look how adorable that is. Because trust me, sometimes I don't really want to think about it. And a gem, honestly, I honestly go with gems a lot just because they're just super simple centers, especially for small paper flowers. It's just easy to pop one of those gems in there and you're all done. But I'm going to show you how to make this center. So one of the things on how I find out how wide do I need it. So you're going to get your measuring tape or a ruler. I have a ruler here. Okay. And you are going to measure how wide the center part is and how wide you're going to want that petal or center. So here we go. So I think I'm going to make mine around, I think we're going to go with 2 inches. So I'm going to go 2 inches wide. Now I am going to do 6 different sizes and 6 different colors to go with the 6 different colors that I use. So let's go see what that's going to look like on Design Space. All right, you guys, so here I am on Design Space and I wanted to show you what the image looks like. So this is what the pink looks like, and obviously you are just gonna resize her. So all I do, I keep her locked because I like the shape of it, and I'm just gonna size her. So if you want to see, remember I told you width wise around 2, so I have it right here. So basically I just go with the height. So I did 2.2 just because I'm gonna take into consideration that we're gonna roll her in. So I did 2.2, 2.1, 2, 1.8, 1.6, 1.4. Just as you can see, you just want to go from largest to smallest. Not a huge difference, just a very slight difference in the height or width, whichever you want to do. Now I am going to remember I said I used 6 colors, but I am going to cut them all in one mat. And what I am going to do is once so for example, I am going to be ready to cut, because if I do these colors separately, it's going to cut them all separately, and I'm going to have to load and unload and load the mat, and I just don't want to do that. So I'm going to go to Make It. On mat, I'm going to be using the 12 by 12. So then what I like to do is I like to separate the images. Okay, so now I am going to get my mat, and I'm going to cut little squares and place them onto the mat, so then it can cut in by the individual colors. So let me show you what that's going to look like. Okay guys, so let me show you what I did. So here's my mat. So as you can see, I have the 6 different colors. So I placed them to where the Cricut machine is going to cut them. So if you want to take a look, there you go. So then I have them. So that way it's going to cut it all at once, and I don't have to load and unload my paper. Okay, you guys, so mine are all cut out. So as you can see, they each cut out in the little squares that I did. This is great, saving time. But you guys, I don't like loading and unloading my mats. This is why it took me forever to create my templates to SVGs, because 95% of the time I hand cut. The only time that I will use my Cricut machine, if it's a small petal, such as this, like a small flower, then I will use my Cricut machine. If that way I'm able to cut multiple petals at a time instead of cutting one large petal, you know. Do you know what yeah, no. So yes, that's why I did this, because that way I can just do it all at once. Make sure you just lift them up gently. I do find it that's, you know, it's a little bit delicate, so you definitely, and especially if your mat's like super sticky like this one, it is more of a newer mat. So yeah, you just have to be very careful. So now that my center is done, you are going to need, this is optional if you're going to want to create this kind of rolled ball center, okay? If you don't want to and you just want something simple flat like this, then leave the center as is and just layer it up, okay? You can definitely do that. But if you want to learn how to make that rolled up look, you're going to need something soft. Let me grab something else I wanted to show you. So this is my go-to mat whenever I am rolling petals. It is by the brand McGill, and it's just very something soft. And I've always said it that this kind of reminds me of a mouse pad, just if you want to know kind of what I'm talking about feeling wise. But you can also get these very inexpensive foam art sheets at any craft store. I believe these are from, one is from Michaels and the other one is from Walmart. And just notice the thickness. It does not matter. You just want something soft that's going to allow you to roll the petals. And you are also going to want something, so this is also from the brand McGill, that has a rolled ball. You can also, Amazon also has other like fondant tools that are very similar, or like people that work with clay, that tools that have like this round shape. So if you have something laying around the house that you notice that has like this roundness, hey, go ahead. Hey, a couple years back, I want to say 2 years ago, I had to make some little peonies. I'm probably saying that word right. I can never say it right. Anyways, I couldn't find this at all. So I ended up using, my daughter at the time was into Doc McStuffins, and I ended up using one of the little tools that came with the Doc McStuffins kit. I want to say it was the little syringe, I think, to take the fever or something like that from the baby. Hey, it worked. because it had the round ball. So anything that you can find that is rounded definitely works. Let me go ahead and pull these off. So I'll be right back because I'm trying to be very gentle because I don't want to rip these. You guys, so I have my 6 right here, and let me show you what you're going to do. So you're going to get your tool. Just by the way, I bought this off Joann online, both of these many years ago, but you can also find them on Amazon. Okay, so I am going to, let me zoom in a little bit so you can see. You're going to grab the end of your ball and you are just going to roll these little pistils in. You're going to press down, and that's why you need something soft, because if we're doing it on a flat, it's not going to do it. Oh, you probably couldn't see that, could you? Because I zoomed in. So pretty much that's why I said you need something soft that's going to allow you to press this, so that way these little pistils are going to be able to roll in for you. Okay, and again, you don't need this specific mat. You can use, I have used also a mouse pad, and like I said, those little art foam pads. Now what I like to do is go in the center and then give her a roll. And did you see how that closed up into like a little ball? So let's do that again. So roll them in. It's definitely time consuming, I would say, but I definitely think it's worth it. But if you have the patience, then definitely go for it. Just roll it in. Turn around. Okay, and I'm gonna roll her up. Do you see how that closed? Voila. So let me go ahead and finish the rest up and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, now that they're all rolled up, we are going to be doing a layering technique. So then you're just going to open one up, glue in the center, and then place her in the center. Open her up, glue in the center, and then just repeat. Oh, I hear a child coming. Pause. Guys, sorry, it's my little one. So there you go. They are all in there. So then I like to kind of just open them up a little bit, up to you preference wise. But anyways, then you're going to just add the glue in the back and then place her in the center. And voila, you are all done. So as you can see, definitely not a hard center, but again, this is just an option. You can always just go single layer or add a little gem. So again, this is my template 105. You can find her on my Etsy shop, SVG, or my template website. I have her in SVG and also PDF and hard copy. Okay, so you do have options there. And if you have any questions, please message me either on my Etsy or my email, arielelisedesigns@gmail.com, and I will chat with you guys later. Bye.